Welcome to the U.S. Department of Education, Office of Special Education Programs, applicant orientation for 84.325K Interdisciplinary Preparation for Personnel Serving Children with Disabilities who have high-intensity needs. My name is Sun Young An, and I'm the Competition Manager for Focus Area A, Early Childhood.
And my name is Letitia Putney, Competition Manager for Focus Area B, School Age and Historically Black Colleges and Universities. This information that we are about to present is for guidance only, and the information has been summarized due to the logistics of the webinar. Please read the entire notice inviting applications, the instructions, and all other related statutes, regulations, and references. Also, for additional information related to submitting an application, please review the recorded webinar titled Applying for the Office of Special Education Programs Discretionary Grants. The purpose of the Interdisciplinary Preparation and Special Education, Early Intervention, and Related Services for Personnel Serving Children with Disabilities who have high-intensity needs priority is to increase the number and improve the quality of personnel who are fully credentialed to serve children, including infants, toddlers, and youth with disabilities who have high-intensity needs, especially in areas of chronic personnel shortages.
The 3 to 5K priority for fiscal year 2020 is funded at $1 million. From the $1 million, we anticipate funding 4 awards across Focus Area A, Early Childhood, and Focus Area B, School Age. Eligible applicants for this competition are institutions of higher education with degree programs at the Master's, Education Specialist, or Clinical Doctorate level, and private nonprofit organizations whose charge is to prepare personnel at the Master's, Education Specialist, or Clinical Doctorate level. Educational interpreters programs are not required to submit an interdisciplinary application. However, they are encouraged to do so. In addition, educational interpreters programs can submit an application at the bachelor's level. Applicants may use up to the first 12 months of the performance period and up to $100,000 of the first budget period for planning.
Scholars are those who are enrolled in a graduate degree program that leads to certification, licensure, or an endorsement to serve IDEA-eligible children with disabilities. Scholars come from 2 or more graduate degree programs, such as special education or early intervention, and 1 or more related service, or 2 or more related services. Scholars are expected to complete shared coursework, group assignments, and coordinated field experiences. Lastly, scholars must be able to fulfill service obligation requirements.
The application package contains the Dear Applicant letter, the notice inviting applications, the Federal Register notice, and the grants.gov system submission procedures and tips for applicants, the priority description and selection criteria, general information, and required forms. Please see the link listed on the PowerPoint slide for the required forms. The Federal Register notice contains the deadline. The deadline for this year is May 29th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. The requirements in this priority are the programmatic requirements, the assurances, the focus areas, and the 10% matching, which can be cash or in kind. The 10% matching requirement is a newly added requirement to this year's competition. A 3 to 5K application is funded up to $250,000 per year for 5 years. Over 5 years, 65% or more of the award must be used for scholar support. Applicants proposing to use year 1 for program development must ensure that 65% of the total award minus funds allocated for program development will be used for scholar support. To the maximum extent possible, OSEP encourages matching support be used towards scholar support.
All applications will be reviewed using the following selection criteria and point system. Significance of the project, 10 points. Quality of project services, 45 points. Quality of project evaluation, 25 points. And quality of project personnel management plan and resources, 20 points, for a total of 100 points. In addition to these 4 areas, there are 2 competitive preference priorities in this competition. The first competitive preference priority is for 2 to 5 points based on the applicant's proposed amount of cash or in-kind matching support for each year of the grant. Please note that this is in addition to the required 10% matching support. 2 competitive preference points will be given for 20% matching of the total grant amount, 3 points for 30%, 4 points for 40%, and 5 points for 50%. Competitive preference priority 2 is for 0 or 7 points for novice applicants. That is, projects proposed by applicants that have not had an active grant or been included through membership in an active grant under this competition, 84.325K, at any point in the preceding 5 fiscal years, 2015 through 2019.
Now, I will provide a brief overview of each section of the selection criteria. Significance of the project is for 0 to 10 points. In this section, the Secretary considers the 2 following factors: the extent to which the proposed project will prepare personnel for fields that have demonstrated shortages, and the magnitude of the outcomes likely to be attained by the proposed project, especially in the areas of teaching and child achievement. Quality of project services houses the bulk of the potential points at 0 to 45 with 5 sub-factors. Quality of project evaluation is for 0 to 25 points with 4 sub-factors. And finally, the quality of project personnel management plan and resources section is for 0 to 20 points with 6 sub-factors. Please review each section carefully to ensure that you are addressing each sub-factor in its entirety. To summarize, there is a total of 100 points that are possible, and they are divided between the 4 areas I just described. Plus, there are the competitive preference points that you can receive for a novice applicant or for the matching support of 20% or more of the total grant amount. For further information and any questions, you can contact myself, Sun-Young An, for Focus Area A, Early Childhood, or Letitia Putney for Focus Area B, School Age or HBCU. We thank you so much for your interest in 84.325K, and we look forward to receiving your application.